Hey guys, it's Cracking Godsman here. Welcome back to the stage of Fight Night. Today, for Fight Night, we've got ourselves a bit of a iconic rematch, if you will, because we're going to be playing a matchup that was seen in the anime, very highly anticipated matchup, not that, and also a matchup between two decks that are relatively speaking avatar units of ourselves, and that would be Nirvana Bhagavan, the new Nirvana that has risen up like the phoenix from the ashes to bring Nirvana back into prominence, as if it wasn't already. And its player is going to be, of course, my boy Nebscoon. How are we doing, Nebs?
Hello everyone, the mayor of Noobville, Nebs the Noob 555 here. I am excited.
Yeah, Nirvana is your girl. But having said that, it only got a few cards to show off today, so we're not going to expect some big new formula for Nirvana. It's basically a lot of the same crossover dress shenanigans, with a few quality of life updates, and Nabs is going to be able to put those on full display here. Meanwhile, his opponent is going to be, as per the results of the poll that I put down in our Discord server below, the community wanted us to do a rematch between Akina and Yu, seemingly, as the Fated King will be the one to step up against Bhagavan. So we're going to see which one is going to be greater, a king or a god, or something grandiose like that, right? Anyway, I guess it's also be a good time to show off Orcades, because Rezael did get that one relevant card, so hey, go figure, right? I guess it's something for both of us. Having said that, brother, are you ready to begin?
Yep. If you guys want to see my build, and more, you guys can check out the Nirvana community builds video that's gonna come out before this. Is that right?
Yeah, they usually come out right before the fight nights, and also I'm gonna get your deck list after this anyway, and we're gonna put it in the description of the video. So they also have like that text form in case they want to copy and paste and all that. Convenience is the name of the game that way.
Yep. But watch the community builds video. Expand your horizons. Don't be lame. All right, let's do it.
Stand up.
Stand up with my
Vanguard. Wings Aspiration. Soel.
Sunlight Wake. Ikso. Doro. All right, from my hand, I discard Ars Virina to ride the brand new, what's your name? Reunion Blaze Maiden Reno. Effect of Reno. I search my deck for a Trickstar and Swendy, reveal it to my opponent, and put it into my hand. Trickstar and Swendy also count as a Trickstar.
Yeah, and there I was about to prompt you like,
and I activate
that's for Trickstar.
Then I activate the skill of Ars Virina. I put it in my soul, searching my deck for a Virina card and discarding it. And of course, I'm going to pick Stora Virina. I end my turn.
Pokonotan, stand on the. Alright then, Ikuzo. From my hand, I discard the Nebula Knights. Nebula Knights are NKO. I'm not going to say that whole name. Rezael. Knight of Lasting Tranquilia. We're going to gain the energy generator with 3 energy and draw an additional card. Alright then. How badly do I want this?
You want it bad, big boy?
Let's build some tempo here. I call Seivrus to the field, and Seivrus attacks for 8.
I don't guard, damage check.
Nice.
Sparkler Detector.
Tranquilia attacks the Vanguard.
Guard.
Driveout Dragon. Over triggered. I remove this over trigger. Draw a card, and we're going to give 10,000 power to Seivrus and stand Seivrus. I attack for 18 on the Vanguard.
Guard.
Tanjiro.
Toro. Oh yeah, we're using the custom OD for this. If you're part of the Discord server here, So
yeah, it's the reason why I didn't blast him outright right there. Because the one I usually run in Rezael before this was get this Bright Sky, so that would have been a lot of draws.
I ride. What's your name? Weaving Prayers Blaze Maiden Rayu. How did I pronounce that better? I have no idea. Skill of the Blest. I will Energy Bust 3. Search my deck for up to 1 card with a crossover dress or overdress ability. But also, of course, I need look at it! Look at it, Josh!
Look at it!
Search my deck for a Mirror's Virina and I add it to my hand.
Surely that's going to stay in your hand and not go to the field until turn 3, right, Smile?
Yep, because I'm gonna call Trickstar and Swendy. And then... Matoe! Trickstar and Swendy! Verina Arcs Yosoi ni Overdress! Counterblast 1. Draw 2 cards. Give 5k to Verina Arcs. And I swing 15k on your Vanguard.
No garo. Damage check it. No trigger it.
Oh, 10k on your Vanguard.
No thank you. Blade Feather Dragon, no pass.
Alright. Drive check. No trigger. Aparegia. Amazing.
I had it in my head, you would hit like Cyclone, and then stand up ours and beat my
I did
ass.
too. I did too, dude. I did as well.
It's funny as frick. Stand on the brew. Alright then. I discard 1 card from my hands. And now, ride from the ride deck. Knight of Great Advance, Ascensior. Tranquilia and the Yscudyyd, Hatsu. We're gonna reveal the grade 0 Alpak, the grade 1 Dissection Angel, and the grade 2 Yscudyyd. Look at the top 5 cards of the deck and see if I can get a grade 1 or less to the field from among them. I call Dissection Angel to the field. Shuffle it. Alright then. Next up, I call Yscudyyd to the field by moving back my Seivrus. Yscudyyd skill. Energy Blast 3 for unique skill. 5,000 power goes to Yscudyyd. Furthermore, I look at the top 7 cards of my deck, call a unit from among them to the field, and then either Yscudyyd or the called unit will be able to get an immunity skill until the end of the next turn, which won't matter too much here. Okay. See, since it says 1 normal unit with grade less than or equal, Yscudyyd whiffs.
I see.
Next up, I call, and I call. Battle phase. I attack with support. This is going to be for 18 on your Vanguards.
Trickstar and Swendy no skill Hatsudo! I call it to the Garden Circle. Extra 5k shield.
Alrighty then. I Soul Blast 1, retreat Dissection Angel, and draw myself a card. Next up, with support from Dissection, attack with Ascensior. 18 on the Vanguard.
I guard with Sogyo and intercept with Arcs. That's no pass.
Drive trigger, check it. No trigger it.
Ooh.
Interesting. I don't know if you have Arnius, but you do have Mirrors. Mirrors would get you the counter charge. No point then. I attack with support for 23 on the Vanguard with Yscudyyd.
I no guard, damage check. Critical trigger.
Alright then. Tan Shuryu.
Stand on the draw. Alright, it's heating up so far. Ooh. I'm going to discard Mirror's Virina, right from the right deck. Come forth. The blazing wings of the phoenix that has ascended. Chakrabarti DD Dragon, Nirvana Bhagavan. Oh, or I guess I should say Nirvana Bhagavan.
No. It's the Chicken Supreme.
I activate the skill of Reyu. I Solas 1, check top 7, and I can add a Blaze Maiden, a Virina, or a Prey Dragon. I guess a Talisman, or a Prey Dragon.
That's finger looking good.
I'm gonna add the new Prey Dragon, Vikal.
Alright.
Shuffle. I call Kindi down. Effect of Kindi, I'll move her to Soul. And that allows me to add Mirror's Virina from drop to my hand. Then, I will Soul Blast 2. For Bhagavan's effect, choose one of my opponent's regards to retire it. The one I will choose to retire is Dissection Angel. Next up, I will call Aparagia. Effect of Aparagia, Soul plus 1. Discard Archnius. Search my deck for Trickstar and Swendy and call it. Effect of Archnius, I energy plus 3. Add Stravarina to my hand. Matue! Trickster! ミイラスバイリーナを装いにクロスオーバードレス I draw a card. Then I put Ars and Virina Arcs Ars and Arcs as original addresses. Then I activate Bug Advance effect. I discard Vikal from my hand to call Archnius and Trickstar and Swendy from my drop. Skill of the Cindy in my drop, she calls herself. Skill of the Vicon in my drop, when it's discarded, I call it. Okay. Matue! Trickster! Straverinaを装いにクロスオーバードレス Skill. I Soul Blast Ryu, Counter Charge 1. Then, Mirror's Virina will swing at your Vanguard. I drop Arcs for its effect to draw a card. This is 20 on your Vanguard.
I don't guard. Okay, front trigger. Power goes to my front row.
Oof, okay, that's pretty good. That's the case. I will swing Bhagavan into your Vanguard, Counter plus 1, restand Mirror's Virina.
Alright then.
It's rewarded. Alright. Triple Drive. First check. Front trigger. Then get my Vanguard.
Not much more.
Second check. Third check. Alright. The Nirvana. I mean, Virina. Then.
But my faith is stronger than yours. 10,000 goes to my front row again.
Fair enough. I will, let's see. If that's the case. I'll swing 33 into Driveout. And then I'll swing. I will let you have it. I'm gonna swing 38k to your Vanguard. Drop and draw.
Alright then. Damage check. No trigger.
I am a turn.
Alright. A lot of tough cards. Wait. Standondo. Pero. Okay. From my hand, I discard. Alright then. Wings of Salvation descend from the heavens. I ride Kiseki no Inmesha. Rezael. Ascensior no skill Hatsu. I call. Dissection Angel. Next, I call Orcades. With skill of Orcades. Search the deck. And Gabwelius will go into the drop zone. Alright. After that, let's shuffle the deck. Only to activate Nebula Knight's Order from the drop zone. I'm going to look at the top 7 cards of the deck and call it in. Hopefully I don't whiff like last time. What do we got this time?
Oh, it's happening to you as well, huh? The dissection thing, yeah. The untap thing. Annoying as hell.
Alright then. Let's see. Ooh, with the energy that we have, I think I want to go for this right now. Yeah, let's go ahead and use these combos in conjunction with each other.
Crap.
Okay. Now we're looking pretty good. Thanks to skill of Orcades, whenever she attacks, as long as I've got a Rezael, she can get an extra 5,000 power. And we get 2,000 power Dissection Angel since the op is at grade 3 or greater. Okay. Battle time. Nilberis, with support, is going to attack. This is going to be for 18 on your Vanguards.
Let's do it then. Torixtando Sendi no skill Hatsuto. I call it to the Guardian Circle.
Energy Blast 3, and place Nilberis into the Soul. Let's draw cards, and then look at the top card of the deck and decide its placement. I'm going to leave it on top of the deck. Next up, Rezael, Vanguard ni attacki, Yscudyyd Hatsu, Counter Blasto, and I call 2 cards. I call Dissection Angel, and I call Gabwelius to the fields. I won't be using Gabwelius' skill, no need. So then, Kiseki no Imesha that Rezael will be attacking your Vanguard for 13 with Twin Drive, and I know the top card of my deck, and I left it there.
If that's the case, then I'll call Trickstar and Swendy out, and I guard. That will be 38, no pass.
The first drive check is going to be a heal trigger, recovering 1 damage, and I'm going to give the power to Orcades. The second check, critical trigger. All effects go to Orcades once again. Next, Gabwelius is going to attack you with support. This is going to get an extra 2,000 power. This means this is going to be for 23, and that 23 is going to be attacking. You've got a friend there, but that can activate from the drop, so I'll just continue the aggression here. 23.
23.
In case anyone's wondering why I did it this way, Gabwelius was a really good way to make like magic numbers, which is why I'm doing it. I could have technically done Yscudyyd, but honestly, to me, it's kind of the same difference at that point. I guess Yscudyd's a little bit more powerful though in retrospect.
How much is Orcades going to be swinging for?
Orcades is going to be attacking you for a total of 45 at the critical.
45, got it. If that's the case, then I'm gonna guard with Flare Veil and intercept with Mirror's Virina.
Okay. Activating skill, Soul Blast 1 and retreat Dissection Angel. I draw a card. And then we're going to attack for 45 with the critical on your Vanguard.
I guard with 2 Paramas.
Darn. Too tanky for me. Orcades moves in the Soul and I draw a card. But then, Orcades retreats to the drop zone along Dissection Angel to draw a second card. And I end my turn.
Right. Stando ando toro. Skill of Ryu. I move her to the Soul. To grab Mirror's Virina from my drop. I discard this from my hand. Allowing me to call 2 Trickstar and Swendys down. I guess it doesn't matter, but I call Agnes from my drop. Not from my drop, from my hand. I will cross overdress into Mirror's Virina. Effect of Agnes, I will Soul Blast 1 to countercharge. And I will put these two as original dresses. Then I will crossover dress by moving this behind mirrors, going into Garna Virina. Effect of Garna Virina. I will counterblast 1 to draw a card.
Interesting. The booster makes better magic numbers with straw, but you give it to Nilberis. I guess you're just trying to balance out the power overall.
Yes, sir. I swing. 23k Vanguard.
I guard with Lavarch.
Lavarch. Garna will boost. Mirrors will swing. I drop and countercharge. This is... Sorry, this is not supposed to get 10k. This is 30k Vanguard.
Okay, that's more manageable. I guard with another Lavarch, and Soel will help out as well.
Good. No! Soel from head page. Counterblast 1. I send Straw. Straw's effect. Restand my other 2 regards.
No, got him.
Triple drive, first check. Second check. Third check. No triggers.
Damage check it. Get the heal trigger. Damage each cat cube. Power goes to Rezael.
Alright. I shall swing 23 on Vanguard.
No garo. No trigger.
Loose. Swing. I drop and I shall draw.
Garo.
I pass my turn.
Alright. That turned out pretty fortunate for me, all things considered. Now let's show you what I'm capable of. Standondo. Draw. Alright. Descend on the white wings of fate and restore faith to the fallen. Lead their lives to the ultimate conclusion. The best possibility. Cross. Persona Draido. Dissection Angel. Rezael Vitari. Drawing 1 card. 10,000 power will go to my front row for the turn. Now, for my drop zone, I activate NKO once again. Binding it, looking at the top 7 cards of the deck to call forth an ally to the fields. I call Orcades to the fields. Orcades won't trigger. Next, it's time. Let the miracle descend. Divine skill, activate! I return all critical triggers from my drop zone back to the deck. Shuffle them up, and Rezael Vita is going to gain a 3rd drive this turn. 4 critical triggers will be returned in total. Shuffle it. Furthermore, Vita not only becomes Kiseki no Inesha, but he gets 5,000 power for each of his original personas in the soul. Alright, because I'm also at 4 damage when Gabwelius attacks, he'll get an extra bit of power. Now, calling Soel to the fields. And I'll also call Orcades to the fields. Not Orcades, call Seivrus behind Orcades. Now. Batuda. Gabwelius Vanguard and Niateki. This will be for 28 on your Vanguard.
I will not guard. Damage check. Over trigger. Do not be alarmed. Take care of my Vanguard. I draw card. It's just
all good. That is proof, though, that would have ended the game right there. That'd have been the regular one. Alright, we're going to attack with support. Now, when Orcades attacks, she gets an extra 10,000 power instead of 5,000 because I've used Rezael's Divine Skill this fight. 38 on the Vanguard.
This will be... Let's see. I will do Trickstar and Swendy. Then I will bind Vikal to give plus 5k to my Vanguard. You said 38, right? Yeah,
yep,
so 5k more.
There.
Mirrors.
Gotcha. After that battle, Orcades moves into the soul, and I draw a card. And now, Atapake, Unmeo, Rezael Vita, Vanguard and Attack. Skill Hatso, Counter Blasto. I call 2 cards whose total grades do not exceed the number of cards in my damage zone and with different grades from one another to the fields. And so, I call Seivrus and I call Driveout Dragon. Then, I place Unmeo from my hand into the soul. In order to superior call back, Gabwelius. And since I was able to fulfill this additional call, 5,000 power is going to go to all the called units. Next up, skill of Gabwelius. When he goes in for the attack, will give him 5,000 power to limit break. Furthermore, I will be soul blasting one off of Gabwelius' skill in order to look at the top part of the deck and confirm its placement. It goes to the bottom. Because it does, an extra 5,000 power is going to go to Gabwelius additionally. That's not all. I give 5,000 power to my boosting Soel and I countercharge 1. And Seivrus' skill can Soul Blast 1 in order to give 5,000 power to my front row. That's a lot of 5,000 power, so I'm not even done yet. Because of Driveout Dragon skill, he gets 5,000 power since I'm on a Rezael. But because he was called for the drop this turn, we get yet another one. Alright then. That's all I've got for you so far, buddy. This is going to be for a total of 33 supported by 13 for 46 on the Vanguard with 3 drives.
You know, I think the neatest thing about this card is that if you call it off of Ascensior's effect, it counts. It gets the additional 5k. That's really cool.
Yeah, it is kind of neat, right? Because Rezael will be there in time for it. It's cool. Because it is like Vanguard's ability, quote unquote, even if he's no longer the Vanguard.
Yep, it counts. So that's 33. You send back 4 crits. That is a red flag IPG.
Alright then, let's push it onwards. Checks the 1. No trigger. That could be useful. Checks the 2. Finally, my faithful friend. Checks the 3. Critical trigger. All effects are going to go to Gabwelius. Alright. And because I didn't check the heal trigger, Gabwelius will be able to show his true might. But before I do that, I must resolve the detrimental skill of Soel. He forces himself to go to the soul because I performed the countercharge. Now,
Gotcha.
Attack you. Limit the break. 5,000 power is going to go to my Vanguard, but my Vanguard, my Gabwelius. I counterblast 1 to give him an additional 5,000. Take away a drive and perform a drive check. So Gabwelius is going to be attacking you for 58 with a critical and a single drive.
It is like pretty cool though that like for the Yscudyyd skill that requires 4 more regards, it goes to soul end of turn. So the Yscudyyd like would still benefit of Soel being there.
Yeah, I'm putting him ahead of time just to remember it, but it is good that it does that. I want to say they like did that on purpose.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that's fair. Let's see. So 43. You did draw the Rifistol, so if I don't kill you next turn,
it gets a little bad for you.
yeah. That's the case then. Allow me to PG this. I will discard Trickstar and 20.
Drive trigger. Get all. Critical trigger. All effects are going to go to Drive Out the Dragon. Alright. Seivrus Nebusto. Drive Out the Dragon. The Vanguard and the attack. I'm going to assume this is a take.
How much is it?
Oh, okay. Just for clout, it's 63 with critical.
Yeesh. Alright, for check.
That's a pretty beefy drive out.
Yeah. Second check. Ooh, draw trigger. I draw.
Let's move drive out onto Soul. Energy Blast 3. Kiseki goes into the hand. The hand Kesu. The hand Kesu. I may soul charge 1. I don't need a soul charge. I am going to bind because I put back a lot of triggers. I'm like, I'm worried I'll like soul charge a trigger. I would not have soul charged a trigger, but so be it. Okay, now we're going to remove all the other power bonuses, and we'll leave it over to you. Alright, buddy, we're about even on the set here. I got the superior hand advantage. It's your turn, though, and we're both at 4 damage. Let's see how we can make this happen.
Let's do it. Persona Raido.
Finally, here we go.
Oh, Chakrabarti DT Dragon, Nirvana Bakaka.
Nirvana.
So 3, of course, and then Let's see. There's a couple of good options I can go for here. The one that I currently should go for the most would have to be. Let's see. Can I hold out one more turn, or should I finish you off here? You do have the miracle active, that's the thing, and you do have 10 cards in hand.
The miracle, it might F you up too, dude. Who knows? Who knows? I don't know either. I'm at 4 damage. I don't know my stack. Could happen, could not happen.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing with it, right? So I am low on cards though. 13 cards in hand is nothing to 13 cards in deck is nothing to scoff at. That's really bad.
Yeah, I mean, considering the amount of draws it would take to survive another turn, you're looking at deck out afterwards.
So yeah, I'm going to
commit.
I commit the proc here. I will Soul Blast. Let me see. Is there an Aparagia in my drop? Yes, there is. I'm gonna Soul Blast Arxvirina. From my drop, I will call Turkstar and Swendy and Aparagia. Call them in that order. In this particular order. And then I call Rayu as a result. Not Rayu, Kindi. I keep confusing the two for some reason.
Kindi.
Arxvirina, I put him into Soul. Search my deck. For a unit with the overdress ability and discard it, I will discard Arxvirina. Shuffle. I put Kindi into Soul.
How bold to discard another card somehow from deck.
Yeah.
But it's like, you have to commit, right? So F it, as long as it's not 0.
Let's see.
This is one of those classic Yu situations of he's got 2 big choices and he's got to make one of them and he's got to hope it's the winning one.
10 cards in hand. Your drive check was a crit, a Rifistol,
and a
Driveout,
right here.
a Shroud button. Ooh, so you do have the comeback play. Okay,
right.
okay.
So the known cards in my hand from your perception are these 5. You know these cards in my hands. Actually, well, no, you know in one more card. You also know this one. You know I have 2 criticals, a heal trigger that I checked earlier, Rifistol, and 2 blanks. There's 4 mystery cards here, which I've held for basically the entire game. That can make or break you.
It's this right here.
You shook the heel that I already drew. That I already showed you.
Okay. Oh yeah. No, I meant to shake that. Yeah, because it gains plus 15k shield to the shit I restand, right?
To the restand, yes. And that also means there's a potential I might have another one. I do have one in damage zone already, so it's not too super likely, but I might have another one. In case you want to factor that in your plans here.
Fuck it, we ball. I add Rs to my hand.
Alright, let's up and go. As I was explaining the community builds, what he's about to do is what I call the A-team, the optimal kill board. That would be Straw and Rs.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's cool about it is that you actually have exactly 20 of the cards in drop zones. So you'll be able to make a magic number off of Rs here.
So hold on. I do have the option to do something else as well. So yeah, let me think about this real quick. Cause there's Soul Blast to call Buzzsaw quit from my drop. And then let's see, do I want to Soul Blast 2 to retire something? I guess it doesn't really matter because I have Shroud in Darkness, right? Alright, let's guess that I'm not gonna. I'll save that for next time.
Yeah, I love this regardless piece. It's perfect for Rezael. Absolutely perfect.
Alright. 크로스 오버 드레스.
드레스.
Hui. Arz Verina. I draw a card. And then let me. I'm gonna move. This to the bind zone, and I'm gonna move my drop zone to the bind zone.
Sure. Well, you could also like. I guess there's no. Yeah, I guess that's just about as good anyway. There's a lot of ways to do it. It's such a weird skill to emulate.
Right. So that's plus 23, and because of the Buzzsaw equip, I crossover dress. You get an additional 5k, so that's 28.
Thunderstrike.
Oh, actually, no, I will Soul Blast too, because then. There you go.
You can get to the magic number, right? Okay. What do you want to retire for me?
Okay. I'm gonna retire Gabwelius.
Alrighty.
Alright,
Okay,
apologies about that.
All good. Let's see. So that means you've got your Ars Arena is 73,000 power. That's a lot. That's a lot.
It's quite huge.
Oh my
I will swing.
God.
This is 33k Vanguard.
33. Yeah, this one I am going to guard with 2 Blade Feather Dragons. Or not 2 Blade, 1 large, 1 Blade Feather Dragon.
Go, 33 on your van.
I am going to take that. Behold, random citizen, for I have hit a defensive.
Alright, nice. I swing with Nirvana Bhagavan. Counterblast 1. I activate its effect. Because I Persona right this turn, I can choose any number of my units in the crossover dress trait with different names, restand them. So it's a slightly more difficult Strive Arena, but it doesn't matter.
because with everything being a crossover just anyway, you may as well save the CB.
Yep.
Save the CB.
I gave up on CB. 33k Vanguard for triple drive.
Alright then. This is going to be thematic. Gado. Toki no Inmesha. Liael Amorta. Yscudyyd Hatso. I discarded Rifistol from my hands. And then I put back Seivrus and NKO to the bottom of the deck. Your attack can't hit me this battle.
Alright, triple drive. The first. Heal trigger. I do not heal, but I'll give power to Wilwol's Drive Arena. And check. Geto! Critical trigger. I will give power to Strive Arena and critical to Ars Arena.
But Ars already gets a critical.
And third check. No triggers.
Thank you, Liael. I held that ever since the beginning of the game, dog. I held that
I
card.
swing. Fair enough. 73k Vanguard, and I will not activate the crit effect.
In order to survive this turn, I'm actually going to have to borrow straw for a little bit. Thank you for the triple drive ability. It helps.
Fair enough. And I will swing. 43k Vanguard.
Not so fast. I guard with Invigorate Sage and Blade Feather.
Okay. This is 53, sorry.
Invigorate Sage plus that is 40k, which should put me to 50. Ah, okay. 2 Invigorate Sage.
Alright, I end my turn.
That was the spicy chicken supreme. Holy crap, that almost killed me. Okay, if I draw a trigger here, I will feel a little sad, but I can't blame. Okay, I can't blame myself too hard for that. Okay, energy charge 3, and now I will not ride this turn. Remember, this is something worth noting to people. They're like, okay, you would just write down the Rezael and get Persona right? It's like, well, here's the thing. If you include the third call, the extra 5k powers from each of them, and that third call being a booster, you actually get about the same power, if not a little bit more, because Rezael also gets a little bit of power for the regular Unmesh and the Soul. So that's the bait. Don't do what Akina did, guys. Just put in the regular Unmesha and stay on the Vita. It's the Persona right's not worth it. Anyway, Now, the Goddess Pizza, Hasor! Shroud in Darkness. Shroud in Darkness is going to resurrect a couple of units, and I don't need to pay the counterblast cost because, yeah boy. Alright, so the cards that I want to call to the field here, I need to call a grade 2 and a grade 1, I would say, ideally. So I know I would want you to manifest. How do I want to do this? I think I might have an idea how I want to do this. Yeah. So I'm going to call Dissection Angel here. And then I'm going to call Nilberis over here. Okay. Next up, I'm going to remove my NKO to the buying zone. Look at the top 7 cards of the deck, and let's get a card going. Yeah. Let's call Soel to the field. And shuffle.
I'm sorry,
now,
how did this get in here? I'm confused.
That was from last turn when I paid the skill of my Rezael.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, because the regular Unmesha was the right deck copy, but what I had to use to put Rezael was just another Unmeo. But with Driveout Dragon, I put back Unmesha, so that's why that's there and the other one's in my hands. It's a little bit of a switcheroo.
Gotcha.
Okay, we're gonna get an extra 2,000 power here, and that's really nifty because that means I'll be able to attack you for 18 on your Vanguard.
How much is whatchamacallit? How much is how many triggers are left in your deck?
Let's see here. So based on what you know, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 in the damage zone. Then we've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then my OT is out, so 10 are public out. So there's a maximum of like 6 left.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm gonna use Trickster and Swendy here.
Okay. Skill, we're going to dismiss her in order to Soul Blast 1, and we're going to draw a card. For 23 on the Vanguard.
I'm not gonna guard. Damage check. No trigger.
Alright, Nilberis is going to move into the Soul and Energy Blast 3. We draw a card, and then we look at the top card of the deck and decide its placement. I keep it on top of the deck. Now, Patapake, Unmeo, Rezael Vita, Vanguard ni attacki, Yscudyyd Hatso, Counter Blasto. And I have a 5 damage, so I'm going to go ahead and call my A-team, baby. That'll be Gabwelius, as well as Rifistol. Then, I'm going to place Rezael proper from the hand into the soul in order to resurrect Seivrus to the fields. Now, all these units are going to get an extra 5,000 power. So yeah. If that wasn't enough, Rifistol is going to get an extra 10,000 power when he goes in for the 5th attack of the turn. And Gabwelius gets an extra 5,000 when he goes in for the attack. I'll debate if I want to CV later, but assuming so, then it should be plus 15 already. This is going to get an extra 5,000 power thanks to the presence of my previous persona. But then we're going to Soul Blast 1 on top of that, and we're going to get 5,000 power to the front row with Seivrus. And thus, ultimately, it's better to not Persona Ride. That's the moral of the story to everyone out there. So we're going to go attack you for 23 with Twin Drive on your Vanguard. Tatakui, Nirvana.
23, 30, 43. How many triggers? You said 5, right?
There's a maximum 6 left in deck from public knowledge there. You can probably assume I have one though, so you know, I think I even like kind of misguarded with one earlier, so you can probably assume there's at least like at most 5 in deck.
5 in deck. 5 in deck. 5 in deck. 5 in deck. 23, 33, 43. How much is Gabwelius? 28, and it's gonna swing for 38, right?
Yeah, I'm already calculating the first 5,000 power for him, so he will end up attacking with an extra 5,000, and I'm gonna be real, I'm not gonna be healing down at this point because I don't have the heals left, so it's basically guaranteed I'll do this. So he should be attacking you for a minimum of 33 with 1 drive on your Vanguard.
33. I see. And Rifistol is gonna be swinging for?
Rifistol is 30. So he's 43 right now. He could be a little bit bigger, of course, if I see any triggers. So it's a pretty threatening turn all around, but you know, there's a good chance I might not like kill you here.
I have to do pass you here, I think.
Gotcha.
Effect of the Trickstar and Swendy in my stack. I will call both of these out.
Alrighty then.
That's currently 33, so that's 1 to pass. I'm gonna guard with another Trickstar and Swendy in my hand. So that's 2 to pass currently. Go for it, Josh.
Let's see what I got then. The first check and the one I stacked is a no trigger, but it is a perfect guard. My second check, no trigger. Alright. We're not done yet here though. Gabwelius, my faithful friend, goes in for the attack. Yscudyyd Hatso, limit the break. Take away a drive and perform a drive check. This will be for 33 with 1 drive on your Vanguard.
33. Rifistol is going to be 43, 53 with trigger, and I cannot guard with Sentinels. Okay. See, do I realistically die to a 1 to pass? Do I realistically die to 1 trigger here? Yes.
This is gonna be the same scenario that it seems to happen with a lot of like my on-screen fights with Rezael, where the op has to chance Gab not seeing the trigger, and he usually sees the trigger. It's like, it's trippy, man, how like thematic that is. I might not get it this time, of course, right? But it's like, it feels thematic whenever it happens. That was how the initial Destiny Showdown like ended. Ooh, okay.
Hey, this is 1 to pass. Go for it.
Alright then. Let's do this, my faithful friend. Drive. Check it! Okay. Nothing there. Nevertheless, with support from Seivrus, I attack for 43 with Rifistol on your Vanguard.
Aye.
He guards it. Oh,
Aye.
shoot. Oh, man. Impressive. Okay. End of that battle. We bind Seivrus, and we draw ourselves a card. My turn ends. Over to you.
Alright. I stand and I draw.
Okay. Interesting. So, we've made it this far. It's been a hell of a back and forth up to this point. But can you close it out? Not only do I have some decent defenses, as you saw, I also stopped the miracle online. Will you be able to overcome it?
Victory just seems so far away. However, if I don't win, it's all meaningless!
Ooh,
I discard. Call Trickstar and Swendy, as well as a Trickstar Swendy from my drop. Skill of the Blest I discarded. I Energy Blast 3. Search my deck for Ars Virina, add it to my hand. Then, Matoy, Trickstar, Stora Virina をよそ入り、クロスオーバードレス! And it does count, this is legal. I call Baikal.
It's my turn for a trigger count. What are we looking at, Nebs?
3 left in my deck. 2 heals, 1 front.
Okay. Interesting.
Let's do it. Let's do it, Josh! Swing! 31k Vanguard!
31. Alright. I'll meet the challenge then. I guard and intercept.
36, 46k Vanguard.
46. But it only gets bigger from here. Alright. This is it. Let's guard, as well as use both Soel from the soul and the rear circle, putting me up to just enough to guard as 48.
Nirvana attacks your Vanguard. Counterblast 1. I restand Straw Virena. Effect a Straw Virena. I restand everything else. 23k Vanguard with triple drive.
Alright, Nabs. This is the moment. I'll tell you right now, I have 2 perfect arts in my hand. It's only enough to stop those 2 columns right there, including your biggest swings. But I still have the miracle left. Currently in my deck, there are 4 triggers, including, I think, a heal left. Will I be able to see it, or will I not? We're gonna find it out. Regardless, it was a good fight, buddy. Let's do this with a clash of our vanguards. I accept the challenge. Bring it on!
If you're a fighter, there's only one thing to do here. Win
And that's to
this!
seek victory.
Heal trigger! I do heal. Power to Straw Virena. Second check. Front trigger. Third check. Nirvana Bhagavan.
Alright. Miracle will appear to those who reach out for the faintest ray of hope. Who does? Who does a favor? You? Me? Damage it. Check it. I'm gonna put it face down for dramatic effect.
Don't say that, it kills the tension.
The miracle
Sticky.
appears!
Fighting!
Sticky signing divine skill. In effect, I recover 1 damage and power goes to the Rezael Vita.
Damn you! I swing with arcs. With a crit.
Kanzen Yaro.
And I swing with Straw Virena.
Oshiro. Kanzen Yaro.
I am a turn.
On that last turn, when I saw nothing, there was a chance there. I saw that PG on top of the deck. I had a choice. Do I try to dig for a trigger in the hopes of killing, or do I try to prepare to survive next turn? I knew my divine skill hadn't fully procced yet, so I decided to bet on Rezael. And it worked. Alright.
Each and every single one of decision leads to another conclusion. Whatever you choose, the future will always be right here.
And you can never know which decision leads to the results. There's no way of knowing. All we can do is fight. Standondo. Dro. Eniki charge. And from my hand, I activate the Nebula Knight's path to the Starry Seas. Look at the top 7 cards of the deck. Sperio Cody. Knight of Gentle Beauty, Nobia. Nobia no skill Hatso. On top Blasto. Look at the top 3 cards of the deck. I call Lavarch to the fields. And, thanks to Nobia's skill, I bot deck the others. Alright then, buddy. You and me, right here and now, the final battle. We start with my faithful friend Gabwelius for 18 on your Vanguard.
Quickstar and Swendy, guard.
Marara, Nobia, Skida Hatso, Su de Blasto. Power plus Ichiman. 20,000 on your Vanguard.
Turixtando Swendy de Gado.
Not bad, but not done yet either. Now, Hatapake, Unmeo, Rezael Vita, Vanguard ni Attacki. Skidi, Hatso. I put the last Kiseki no Inmesha from my hand of the soul. Now resurrect my fallen allies. Koi! Rifistori. Dissection Angel. そしてこれ確立せよ相棒ベッセリューガブリウス All units get 5,000 power, but I won't be using Gabwelius' skill here because I believe.
I'm going down swinging, Godsman! Guard! What the back?
But you forgot one thing. With the second Umesha and the
What
soul.
the back?
There we go. Okay, let's do it then. Checks of one. Critical trigger. All effects go to the Rezael. Second the checking. No triggering. Now, breakthrough. Dawn of the miracle. Shining glimmer hope strike.
Ugh. Damage check. The first and the second, I die to 6 damage and deck out. Heal trigger, but it doesn't matter.
Maybe in a different life, that would have made the difference. Good game, holy crap! That kind of turned into something midway through, I can't lie. I mean, it started off really strong too, so I guess it was always something, huh?
Dude, I was preparing for you the whole game, dude. Oh my god.
Yeah. Man, that was, to me, I know I made the speech like Toya did about you never know what choices what like led down like the path, where the point of no return. I feel like choosing to bet on that PG and bet on Rezael's Miracle was the thing that Soel did. Holy crap, dude. I could have easily just given in and done Gabwelius at any point, but oof.
That was a good game.
That was a really good game. Holy. Still got it. So, having really epic fight aside, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I know me and the homie sure did. Really well played, man. What do you feel about Bhagavan and the new cards overall, brother?
They are overall very quality of life centric more than anything. In particular Bhagavan, more than anything they help of the ratios. So now the ratio game got a little tighter, but you have a lot more options. For example, this arcs that I play, where is it? You're still in my... I forgot to put you in drop low. 1 second.
Along with the whole stack.
Yeah, this arcs that I'm playing is a one-off. There's a bunch of one-offs in this deck, so it's very similar to how someone would build current Rezael. It's just a bunch of one-offs.
Makes sense. And honestly, a lot of the community builds submissions also had a bunch of one-ups, and it seems techy, but because everything is pulling everything in the cyclical nature, that makes a lot of sense. It feels like the new Virina is pretty neat, right? It obviously works really well with Bhagavan, which is supposed to be the point of it, and the new Prayer Dragon really helps the defensive aspect though, but the real king is that ride line, dude. That ride line is effing amazing, especially Rayu, dude. Rayu can finally not whiff. What the frick? It's amazing. It took so long to have a Rayu that was more than like a coin toss in consistency.
Yep, but now that that issue is fixed, Nirvana is 100% a meta contender now.
I'm pretty sure about that too. The deck has so many options and a really, really powerful push. And honestly, I gotta say, just the fact that you have so many really strong, like, recurable one-ofs and stuff is super good for a deck. Rezael was trying to approach that because of Orcades, but of course it's all based on Orcades. But you have a lot of like searchers that searches other searchers that searches even more searchers, so it's like, it's kind of like playing DDD and Yu-Gi-Oh! Where seeing one piece kind of like equates to seeing other pieces by default. And like all those other pieces are like branching out to other pieces. So it's not like one pivotal piece the way that we kind of need to in order to like just do Armageddon Night. A lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! References there, but for those of you who are part of Yu-Gi-Oh! Basically there are multiple cards that search other multiple cards. So that's one of the strengths of Nirvana. It was a really even fight though, and it kind of goes to show that Orcades did help out Rezael a lot on the flip side here. Free Soul in a draw was really good in the resources, and of course being able to Armageddon Night my Gabwelius meant I was easier on deck space for other stuff. It's how I was able to fit things like that Liael in, which saved my ass. But the other thing is, Orcades is a 10,000 power plus beater without like any cost, and the only condition is divine skill. So that's definitely a lot more viable compared to something like Nilberis. Nilberis' main feature is stacking the deck. Stacking that deck is pretty important. So I do appreciate him for that, but you know, I made the argument before, but Orcades is kind of better Nilberis because it can search Nilberis. So go figure.
All right. Well, I gotta get going now. I gotta go jog. Wrap it up, please.
Alrighty then, let's go ahead and cue that outro. To those of you who enjoyed the fight, then definitely be sure to tune in for the next time we upload a fight night. We do these for a lot of new releases over time, so you can expect that if something pretty major gets released that's new into standard format, we'll make a fight night for it. And if you're looking for the Vanguard content on the site, then be sure to check out all sorts of our Vanguard content that we do on this channel here, whether it be top 10s discussion videos, other fight nights like these, the custom card reviews, anime reactions, the whole shebang. We do it all and more. And if you don't want to miss out the next time I upload a video, then be sure to smash that notification bell. With all that said, take care, God bless, see you in the next one.
5 to time!